my farm vlog! Are you excited? I am. Wait till you see what's blooming this week. Look how beautiful these peach tree flowers are. All of these flowers are gonna turn into peaches, and I'm very excited about that. Can you believe just in 1 week, these last week were just small buds, and now they're opened up and they're starting to form beautiful flowers. When this is all in bloom, all at the same time with all the flowers, it is gorgeous. My front yard with all the fruit trees in bloom, it's just absolutely beautiful, and I love springtime and seeing the flowers in bloom and into the summer. It's just an exciting time. Come check out what else is in bloom. The pear trees, cherry trees are just starting, as well as the apple trees are just starting. And my itty bitty apple tree that was planted from a grocery store seed is starting to get leaves. Beautiful. Look at these beautiful daffodils. I love how daffodils come back year after year. We transplanted these and there's been no maintenance for them. They just come back every year. Early spring, they're that first flower that we see. I just love when they start blooming, and this is the week they just started blooming. It's a beautiful day here at Just One More Story Farm. I'm actually just getting back from horseback riding. Horseback riding is one of my favorite hobbies. Well, one of many. I get so much enjoyment out of gardening and farming, but I also love to step away from the farm and go to another farm, essentially, and go ride horses. It's really nice for me to be able to do that as a separate hobby, and I really like to go really fast on horseback and go over jumps. It's kind of like the adrenaline rush that I like to fit into my schedule once a week when I can. It's really important to incorporate things in your life that make you happy, that you can enjoy doing with your family, your loved ones, and really take the time, get the most out of life. So if there's things that you want to do that you really enjoy doing, make sure you make the time to do that. Of course though, it's been a busy week on the farm and I have more to show you. The seeds that we planted last week, they did germinate over the course of the week, and we have plants growing. They are started and doing really well in the greenhouse. We have had some beautifully sunny days with a lot of sun coming through the sliding glass doors. So I've had to monitor the temperature in the greenhouse because it can get pretty warm. It actually got up to 90 degrees inside of here a couple days ago, and so I had to open up the front, ventilate it a little bit, and then as the sun went down, I closed it back up to hold on to some of the heat, just to try to keep it in that like 75-80 degree range to facilitate germination. And it's working. It does take a little bit of monitoring and making sure the water levels are good. So far so good. I'll let you take a peek. Amazingly, in 1 week we have cucumbers. So these are Chelsea Prize cucumbers, and I mean, these are tall. Very impressive growth. And the nice part about this is we've got these 3 tall plants. I always put extra seeds just in case a couple don't make it. But honestly, I've got 3 healthy seeds, so I should be able to transplant a couple of these into separate pots and then be able to have 3 cucumber plants. I planted 3 seeds, but only 1 germinated. And this is a Hal's cantaloupe. So I'm happy that I'm gonna get my 1 plant that I wanted out of here, but this is exactly why I do plant extra, just in case we don't have germination, because not all seeds are gonna be viable. I do love cantaloupe though, so it's a good thing I potted these as well, because I have 4 more cantaloupe plants growing. I also planted hearts of gold cantaloupe, and I have 3 of those. A little variety when it comes to fruit is nice. It's gonna be a good Halloween. We have pumpkin growing. I've got 3 pumpkin plants in this pot, so I will transplant a couple of these into separate pots so that they have the ability to develop their roots in a large pot. And I also have another pot with pumpkin in there as well. So we should hopefully have quite a few pumpkins for Halloween this year, for carving and for pumpkin pie, of course. I do make a delicious pumpkin pie, and I'm very much looking forward to making it with pumpkin fresh from the garden. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I have kale growing here, some baby spinach, and then some mixed lettuce in the back there. And then on the other side back there, I'm doing broccoli. And then I have more containers that I'm waiting for germination.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want to farm a wicked awesome farm? Watch this channel to learn what to do. We love to farm and we'll show you. Yeah, welcome to our show. Just one more story farm.
As I'm sure you can imagine, these 46 chicks, they go through a lot of food. The chicks are getting big. They're definitely way more active now. We do have one of our little roosters is going to a new home tomorrow. We'll miss him. The roosters are definitely practicing being roosters and challenging each other, and it's really cute to see them get all fluffed up, stand big and tall, and try to intimidate each other. It's really cute now. Look at the raspberries we just built a trellis for. It looks like we pruned them just in the nick of time because they have all green leaves on them at this point. And as for the flock, we have been making some plans for what we're doing to protect them from avian influenza. So it's certainly a concern of mine. We're currently testing out some different options for the chicken. So I've been ordering products from Amazon and testing them out with my birds to see what's going to work, what's not going to work, because I do want to find the best products for them that will not only work for them, but also protect them from getting exposed to avian influenza. So we are doing away with the traditional feeders and we are making some changes. So I guess I could give you like a little sneak peek, but I'm still in the process of reviewing it and deciding for sure if it's something that I would recommend. So wait for that video before you go out and buy it. Unless you want to test it out yourself, because Amazon policy is pretty great as far as return policies. Okay, well, yeah, we'll do a sneak peek. So let's see what we've got. Wow, it's bigger than I thought. This is a treadle feeder. This is supposed to be a closed feeding system to keep rats out, to keep mice out, to keep squirrels out, to keep wild birds out. I want to know if this works, because if this works, this is a game changer, because this is going to not only help when it comes to avian influenza, it's also going to discourage any populations of rats or mice trying to move into the chicken coop as well. And those squirrels, the squirrels, they love to come in and have a little snack too. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out, and I really hope it works. Let's open it up. This is really heavy duty. This is supposed to hold 25 pounds of food, which is really nice because that's gonna last a while between refills. It's also supposed to be weatherproof, where It's going to keep your feed dry if you decide to use this outside the coop. That's a nice feature to have. So we'll put this together and then we'll see what they think. This also came in the mail, so let's check out and see what this is. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes. This is a bird net. It's huge. I ordered this commercial grade bird net, not only to cover the chicken coop and run as it exists now, but also the expansion project we're doing with the added on space for the playground for the chickens. The chickens are not happy about having to be in their run and not free ranging while we're riding out this highly pathogenic avian influenza. I think they're really gonna like having an expanded run as well as a chicken playground to explore. We're going to continue with building that up for them, and we'll definitely make a video and show you what we came up with for them and what their reaction was. I'm hoping that they'll like it. If they don't love it, then we'll continue making changes until they're happy. We've been going around gathering pallets for our expansion project, so that's been fun. Driving around in the big truck to go pick up pallets. But personally, I like the treasure hunt aspect of driving around trying to find people giving away used pallets to be able to repurpose. And I like that they're free. And it helps the chickie babies to have an expanded area using more pallet fencing. And that's it for this week. But we had some really good videos go out this week, and we have more coming this coming week, so definitely you should check those out.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're learning to farm like me. There is so much more to see. If you're planning on heading elsewhere, Bangor, yeah, yeah, yeah. This really is the place to be.